to conduct and play, but I like conducting it better than playing it. This is Danse Macabre by Camille Saint-Saëns. If you don't know it by name, you'll know it as soon as you hear it. It is very prolific in movies and TV shows, commercials. It's kind of all over the place. There's a story that goes along with this one, so I want to help to bring the story to life a little bit for you, where Sibelius used the orchestra kind of paint a picture. Saint-Saëns uses the orchestra to tell an actual story with characters and motives and things like this. So it's based off of an old French legend that every year at midnight of Halloween night, Death himself comes out and plays his violin for the skeletons to come out of their graves and dance around for one evening before they have to go back into their graves. So he took this idea and he used the orchestra to bring it to life. There's a poem that he used to base it off of. I'll read it for you right before we start playing. But it starts with the harp playing 12 notes. That's signaling the chime of midnight. Then our solo violin comes in. She is Death himself, who plays this eerie tune. And we actually tune the instrument a little bit differently. Normally, a violin is tuned, their top two strings are A and E. It sounds like this. But for our solo violin, she tunes her E string down a half step, so we get this. That chord's called a tritone. In olden times, it was El Diablo in Musica. It was musically illegal to use that chord. It was the devil's interval. And we use it prominently in this case. The xylophone later on, you'll hear, anytime you hear the xylophone, that's supposed to be the skeleton bones clanking as they dance. And later on, at the very end of the piece, you'll hear our own oboe rooster playing to signal the rising sun in the morning. So it kind of brings the story to life. I want to read this Henri Cali's poem to you before we start playing. This is the poem that Saint-Saëns used to depict a story. Zig, 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 death in a cadence, striking his heel on a tomb. Death at midnight plays a dance tune, zig, zig, zig on his violin. The winter wind blows and the night is dark. Moans are heard in the linden trees. Through the gloom, white skeletons pass, running and leaping, wrapped in their shrouds. Zig, 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 each one is dancing wildly. The bones of the dancers are heard to clatter, but all of a sudden they end the dance. They scatter, they fly, the rooster has crowed.
Thank you.